my friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode is Sincere Vessel. Jeremiah 18:3-6. Then I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought a work on the wheels, and the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hands of the potter. So he made it again another vessel, as seemed good to the potter to make it. And then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hands, so are ye in my hand, O house of Israel. We want to be genuine vessels. Sincere is something that every Christian should be at all times. Webster's dictionary defines sincere as genuine, honest, and real. Looking further, I discovered the origin of the word sincere. It comes from a Latin word meaning without wax, and in the Greek it means sun-tested. This word originated in Bible times to show that porcelain vessels were unblemished. During the firing process, tiny cracks would appear. These second-rate vessels sold for less money. Dishonest merchants would sometimes fill the cracks with pearly white wax. To the naked eye, they appeared to be unblemished and would, of course, sell for a higher price. The only way a person could tell if they were wax-filled or unblemished was to hold them up to the sun. This was called the sun test. God is sometimes referred to as a potter, and we're referred to as clay. Because he molds and forms our lives, we, however, have a flaw. We live within this flesh. We will never be perfect until we shake off this mortal shell and get our glorified bodies. Sometimes during the firing process or the trials of life, tiny flaws appear in us. Instead of God filling those cracks with wax, he has a special covering which makes us unblemished. It is called the blood of Christ. If we allow him to wash over us and recreate the flawed parts, we will be a sincere vessel. But if we decide to fill the void spaces or the small cracks with wax of sin, bad attitudes, dishonesty, etc., we would never pass the sun test, S-O-N. We can only be unblemished vessels with the light of God reflecting in our lives. Unblemished porcelain is a beautiful white, just like we become when we are washed by the blood of the Lamb. Porcelain vessels and earthenware are made of the same clay. The major difference between a porcelain vessel and an earthenware mug is the porcelain vessel is fired hotter. If you feel you're in the middle of a fiery trial, it could be that God is turning you into a porcelain vessel. With that being said, let us return to sincerity. We need to have an honest heart. We need to discover our own flaws and how to get rid of them. Covering them is never a good idea. Being a sincere vessel will help us to be a good witness. We cannot be a good light if we are full of bitterness, jealousy, unforgiving attitudes, and dare I say, hate or judgmental attitudes. There are a lot of vessels full of wax. These people can look good, they can walk the walk and appear to talk the talk. Only God knows if their heart is sincere. Remember, the vessels, they look identical. Only the sun test can reveal the one with wax. As we face the tests and trials of life, sometimes we're allowed to face them to see what we're made of. Can we walk the walk when the way is hard? We need to learn to look at others through the sun test with a sincere heart, S-O-N, knowing that we all have come short. If we can learn to look at others with the love of God, suddenly they look like unblemished vessels. We can pass the sun test by trusting in him with an honest heart, by walking with integrity. I ask myself, if someone were to shine a light on my life, would they find me to be a sincere vessel? Would they see that there is some wax that needs to be removed from my life? People in the real world are starving for Jesus. They are wanting to see Christians that are real, genuine, sincere vessels. We need to allow the master potter to mold us and form us into a usable vessel. 2 Timothy 2:19-22. Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, And let every one that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. We want to be vessels of honor or sincere vessels, ones that can be used by God to further his kingdom. Those are the vessels that will hear him say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a wonderful day.